Global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to Global Happiness Today YouTube channel. It's indeed becoming clearer to many Nigerians, especially the clergy and the clerics, that this is not business as usual. Some of them have been on the fence for a while, but this time around, this is one Nigeria. All of us, last, we are in this together. But before we go into the newspaper to find out exactly what some clergies are saying, because it's inauguration day coming in already, and of course what stakeholders are saying already. Like to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button beside it to say bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. But according to the news, the seven overseer of the Citadel Global Community Church, that's Pastor Tunde Bakare, has said that he will never call the president-elect Bola Tinubu his president. The cleric and politician, during a webinar yesterday, alleged a series of malpractices during the 2023 elections, saying the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) made a mess of the electioneering process. He said this while responding during a question and answer session after delivering his speech on the program titled Building the New Nigeria, the Role of the Diaspora, organized by a Diaspora group. The meeting began 7 p.m. and was monitored by a correspondent. While speaking earlier during the program, he said in 2023 elections were below acceptable standards. When asked if he would be happy to work for the new government as a minister of diaspora engagement, he laughed and said he would say what he said to the outgoing president Muhammadu Buhari last week. Bakare said he told Buhari that sometimes he called him president of Nigeria and other times he called him my president. Last Wednesday, I was at the glass house where Buhari, has been restricted now because the main house is being renovated. I said, I have done that for you. I want you to know that because of the circumstances of your flying into power on the wings of integrity and incorruptibility, but you are now passing on to someone who does not have that value, the cleric told the participant. He said that at any public lecture, anywhere before this mess is cleared off, I will address Asiwaju as President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, but I will never call him my president. He said he didn't participate in the elections and therefore no one could say he lost in the exercise. Bakare, who participated in All Progressive Congress APC presidential primary election on June 14, 2022 and pulled no vote, said, I participated in the primary and there were hundreds who participated only by stepping down. So there's no shame in what we have done. We spoke truth to power within 7 minutes. I wasn't there when they voted. I wasn't there when they scored me 0, but we won that badge of 0 and badge of honor. Yes, that's the word, the badge of honor. Can we say in all sincerity that others wear that badge of honor? Okay, but then let's find out what stakeholders are saying over the fact that they are not giving, they're not giving live transmission of presidential election petition. But even if you ask me, the truth be told, the deal has been done. We are now in what can we do? But let's find out what they're saying anyway. According to the news, Nigerians have expressed disappointment over the presidential election petition tribunal rejection of live transmission of its proceedings. They are worried that the rejection connotes a refusal of the tribunal to be transparent in the handling of the petitions filed against Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) and the announced winner of the February 25th presidential election, Bola Tinubu. Comrade Kunle Waziman Ajayi, an activist and former chairman of the African Action Congress (AAC) in Lagos State, in his reaction described the tribunal's ruling on the matter as archaic and an embarrassment to Nigerians. Ajayi said, and I'm quoting word for word, the ruling is really archaic and embarrassing. We all saw the judgment on Ikweremadu televised. Why is our judiciary afraid of being technologically documented? This is not just a question for the discerning. It is an answer to the impunity in the entire legal system. Dr. Bola G. Akinyemi, the convener Apostolic Roundtable, in his reaction, lamented that Nigerians have torn between judgment and justice. He stated, and I quote him, "We are torn between judgment and justice. Judgment is a pronouncement. justice is a duty. The judiciary exists for the duty of justice, attainable or not, through a pronouncement. Announcement is what the petition is about. That Independent National Electoral Commission, as INEC, did not do due diligence in its duty that could convince Nigerians of the announcement made of a winner. The burden, therefore, on the judiciary is not the pronouncement of judgment, but the process of justice. Given the situation, morality of our constitution is on trial, along with the integrity of our judiciary, both instruments of our nation. A live transmission would have been discharged and acquitted before the court of the public. The rejection of the live streaming of the proceedings is a scuttled opportunity and letting the world know that the judiciary is prepared to perennial the greatest yearning of Nigerians, which is a change of order for how things are done to birth a new nation. This, for me, is a maternal rejection of noble pregnancy. We can only hope this promising son of a nation will eventually not be aborted by the judiciary, who, like a mother figure, should birth this promising son of a nation long overdue. Reacting also, Ambassador to Dr. Kalu Ofon Emmanuel, the Lagos State Chapter President in International Human Rights Protection Service, Florida, USA, stated, as a matter of fact, the rejection of live television transmission of the proceedings of the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal absolutely suggests something directly or indirectly. They did not want people outside the tribunal jurisdiction to know, good or bad. When something is to be hidden from the public, such actions comes into play. If the reaction of the public would go extreme as a result of perverting judgment that the public is denied access to television live transmission, what happened needs no prophet to prophesy anything. Why would the Independent National Electoral Tribunal, INEC, announce the presidential election result while people were still sleeping? Whatever decision taken for the masses not to have access to live television transmission is 100% plus 10% deliberate, possibly with hidden negative agenda. All right, you've heard it all, but one thing is certain: Nigerians are not going to be deterred. Be that as it may, we are actually heading towards it all. Clergymen are beginning to talk. This whole thing, even those who are doing protests, saying yes, we are protesting against anybody who will say there should be interim government. We are protesting because Asiwaju and APC is what we voted for, and it's not. This is not the time. God will keep us all alive. It's not the walling will start sometime. Whatever amount you have collected, it's okay. If allegedly so, it's okay. It looks big. By the time inflation comes in, Nigeria is heavily indebted. You see, we are in a mirage yet. We have not entered, like they will say, we are still in Genesis. We have not gotten to Malachi. By the time we get to Revelation, I don't know what will remain. We are still looking in the euphoria of borrow. Money is still flowing in the system because we have borrowed money is changing hands. By the time there's a lockup, repayment, all the moratorium we are still enjoying now, by the time we start doing repayment on those loans that was never used for anything reasonable, or just looted one way or the other, it will clear Nigerians. You will scream and shout. Now that is the time for you to ask for accountability. The person that is entering has never granted life interview before. He will tell you whatever promises he's going to make, he's making it at the campaign ground. Go and listen. He never allowed anybody to interview him one-on-one, and now he's entering. You will ask whether he made any promise to you. You go and tell. That's what we're going to wrap it up. Let's meet in our conversation.